Hello everyone and welcome back to the SCG Game Night here at Grey Ogre Games powered by the Power 9 Podcast. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside Chapman Sim.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, we are doing okay. Here we're watching round 2 between Peter Ong on the left and Pei Ren on the right. Peter has a very salacious playmat, which he has opted not to use on the stream, although I think it will be quite entertaining to... Yeah, he has a DCI name, which is very interesting. Taxi Bing.
Taxi.
But no, it's the first name is Horny Taxi Bing. So yeah.
Okay, so we are seeing another blue-red Ulamog deck.
Oh man. Okay, so against another humans deck. Oh jeez. No, this is black.
I think it looks like Abzan Seasons Past.
I think I know. Peter, well, if he hasn't changed his deck, yeah, this is an Abzan midrange deck.
Abzan midrange, yeah.
Has quite nice, well, it's a lot of value cards in terms of Tyler's Trackers, Sylvan Advocates.
Okay. Unfortunately, Pei Ren actually wiped out the pair of Tyler's Trackers.
Yeah, that was very painful to watch.
On the bright side, he did get a pair of clues. So that's like some card advantage.
Mm-hmm. And here he's got the Den Protector hitting the board. Presumably the Den Protector. You never know. It might be a Hidden Dragon Slayer. Who knows, right?
Okay, this matchup's really interesting because both decks are pretty slow. So it's going to kind of boil down to Ulamog. Because Peter is unable to provide a lot of pressure in the early game. So that gives Pei Ren a little more time to set up his bigger guys and bigger plays.
Oh, okay. So there's a Chandra. It hits the board. -2. Probably. Yeah.
Yep, he's going for that.
And Peter just flips it up, gets back one of his Tyler Strikers. Which, yeah, Pei Ren, I think, well, you can't do anything, but I think that's fine. That's totally okay.
So, being an Abzan mid-range deck, I assume he has things like Anguish Unmaking or Ruinous Path. So, if he has one, he should probably use it right now.
Does he though? Well, so Sylvan Advocate.
Okay, Sylvan Advocate is a 4/5.
Yeah, it's going to beat in with his...
Okay, that works too.
It's 2/2, okay, but... oh no, yeah, it's a 4/5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah.
Thankfully, Drowner of Hope is 5/5.
Yeah, blocks the Silver Advocate well, but the Hissing Quagmire not so good. But it's just gonna pass the turn. Pei Ren casts the Drowner of Hope, passes the turn. Does not draw a land for his turn though, which is...
guess it doesn't really matter because if he does use the Eldrazi Scions, he can actually ramp out the Ulamog, provided he has it.
Yeah, okay, so Anguish I'm making on the Drowner. Decides not to tap the Silver Advocate, presumably to be able to cast Ulamog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, he needs a shrine. Oh no, he has a shrine already, so he just needs one more land. An untapped land, and of course he needs the Ulamog in hand. But here, yeah, Peter just making sure that his board comes out nicely, and it is coming along nicely.
So the issue with Sylvan Advocate is that it's actually pretty good against the blue-red deck because the blue-red deck doesn't have a really good way to kill it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
once it becomes a 4/5, like
they only have Spatial Contortion and Kozilek's Return.
Yeah, and if you're patient, and I think you should be, just run out the Sylvan Advocate when you've got 5 mana because when you've got 6 mana because you easily evade the any form of like Clash of Wills or Spell Shrivel.
Exactly, because at 6 mana it's exactly out of Spell Shrivel range.
Yeah. So just have to be patient, and then it's not hey, what are my neighbors?
I would never want to cast the Sylvan Advocate on turn 2 actually.
Well, not against a
because you don't really need the 2, 4, and 6 damage in the early game.
Yeah.
You just want gas in the late game. This game's not gonna go fast anyway.
So yeah, Peter here reading right that his opponent's playing some form of control deck. But I think he drew the Silver Advocate just a little later.
Yep,
but
he
that's
did.
fine. So what was that?
He's doing a double block, which
Tireless Tracker, yeah.
probably means that he's trying to kill it.
Yeah. Does Payron have Spatial Contortion in hand? No, doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That was strange.
Mm-hmm.
Payron forgetting that Peter probably has
A bunch of clues.
Yeah, a bunch of clues, and also available mana to crack those clues. So yeah. Oh, but we're gonna see a Spatial Contortion. Why
Okay.
didn't that come out earlier though? Would that have made a difference?
Um,
No, I don't think so, right?
not really.
That would have killed the Tireless Tracker. Oh no, okay. So he has another clue, which I'm guessing he was waiting for Peter to, try to crack both,
Mm-hmm.
just to play safe. But yeah, Peter
Yeah.
smartly playing around the
No, this is fine. This is fine. He still has to deal with the Advocate though.
yeah. So
Yep,
Yeah.
Fumaro's 1-4 is not 1-5. Okay, so as you can see, the game's gonna go very long, and this nullifies the effects of Spell Shrivel, and you can see it's stranded in Parent's hand.
yeah, Spell Shrivel and what you call it?
So one of the
Special
good ways
Shrivel.
to play around this kind of deck is to just make sure you always have 4 mana open when you're trying to resolve your important spells.
Mm-hmm.
Because that way you can force him to use 2 counter spells on your 1 card.
Yeah.
But you also can't afford to take so much time because Parent does have Ulamog in his deck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The
you keep-
inevitability.
Yeah, you can't like, hey, let's wait for 10 mana to drop my Sylvan Advocate, it's not gonna work out. Yeah. Yeah, but you see, so far it's been working well, and he's been keeping the Spell Shrivels stranded in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And Tireless Tracker providing so much gas for Peter.
Yeah. Peter here just gonna animate his Hissing Quagmire, probably gonna swing in for 8 damage this turn.
Okay.
No fear against the Wandering Fumarole. Also, that keeps your opponent off 1 extra mana. But at this point, it doesn't really matter.
No,
because-
the Quagmire is also 4/4, which is convenient,
Mhm.
and it brings Parent down to 4, which means either of his creatures would be lethal next turn.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's
he's
a
gonna
spawning bed over
sacrifice-
there.
Spawning bed. Didn't
Yep.
see that. Gonna crack it for 3 Eldrazi tokens. Was it 3 or 2?
3/3.
3. Okay.
Yeah. I think it would be a really bad card if it only made 2.
Yeah. Considering the Top Foundry makes
No,
you
the
like 2
Foundry
flowers.
console,
Foundry console. Oh.
the land Foundry console,
yeah. The one that makes you
Fou-
like 2
Foundry of the consoles. I think so. I
Yeah.
think that's what the name.
Topters.
Okay,
So-
Hallowed Moonlight.
Hello
That's a Hallowed
Moonlight.
Moonlight.
What?
Wow. So Parent just sacrificed his land for nothing.
No.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay, so Parent now goes down
It's
to
down to
4, which
4.
means that
Holding a
Peter-
bunch of counter spells that are not useful against man lands.
Peter has the kill if he There are no other special lands.
He even has
Wandering
he
Fumarole.
even have extra mana to sacrifice the very last clue just to get maximum value.
He's got 2 Wandering Fumaroles, but does he have enough mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I get it,
7.
but
No,
but
he
blocking with, even if he does have mana to block with both, is still a losing proposition because
doesn't.
he
Yeah,
would.
you sacrifice like 2
Yeah.
of your lands.
Okay.
Peter just has to animate both. Well, he
And make
doesn't
sure one
really
of
know
them
that,
gets through.
Yeah, he doesn't really know that, but yeah, Peter just has to animate both and just swing in.
I mean, it's
Possibly.
logical, right? If your opponent down to 4.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
already used up 1 Spatial Contortion.
Oh, this is a move of desperation. What can he possibly draw, actually?
2 Kozilek's Returns.
Um,
Kozilek Return and
that still doesn't work.
Kozilek's Return and a Spatial Contortion. That would
Yeah,
the
that would
Silver
work. That
Advocate
would
and
work. That would work. Oh,
Okay, but of course you don't draw those 2 spells because magic works like that.
it would be really cool if he did that. Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Do you imagine like Peter just swings in for the win? I probably have this, and then suddenly.
Okay,
your
so
opponent's got, like,
I see a very interesting card in Parent sideboard. Do you see a Bane of Balagat?
There was a Bane of Bargain.
Yeah, I think it's probably a good card in the mirror.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
there's a
because you can
one-off.
exile lands.
Woo.
I mean, if you go, you can go Hidden Archive into Bane of Bargat. It's pretty
Yeah.
devastating.
And it also triggers off the Kozak's return.
Yeah.
So still a very powerful card. The fact that you swing in and then he's got to exile 2 of his items.
Yep.
We don't have Annihilator this set, but
It feels like Annihilator.
Yeah, it's oh my goodness.
Okay,
two.
so parents are having red cards in the sideboard, and of course he brings in Roast because Roast is
Yeah.
traditionally good against green decks.
Yep.
That would be a good solution to Sylvan Advocate,
Mhm.
and also potentially huge Tyler Strikers that he
Yeah.
desperately needs to kill.
Yeah, he can only let the Tyler Strikers like go on for
Yeah.
like 3 turns, and that's max.
In fact, if Peter knows how to time his Tyler Striker, he can do it on turn 5. With 4 mana, he casts Tyler Striker, drops a 5th land, and immediately he can sacrifice it to bring it out of Kozilek Return's range.
Yeah.
That's playing around Kozilek's Return. But yeah, it still dies to Spatial Contortion, but always nice to have extra roasts against the green deck.
Probably take out, I don't know.
Do you think
What-
Peter is playing Planeswalkers?
Yeah, it's
Saurian?
safe to assume that he'll probably be playing
Okay.
Saurians or what's his name, Obnixilis.
Omnix list.
But
Well, I haven't seen the deck list yet, but it sounds pretty scary if Peter can actually resolve
just for
Planeswalker.
like one Saurian, and then parents, I think gonna be in.
There's a lot of counter spells though, so
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah, but if you can resolve something, just Peter's deck is Abzan decks traditionally has just been like value creatures on just threats after threats after threats. that
I
you
also
just have
suspect
to-
that Peter would
Yeah.
likely have bought in some hand disruption, like
Oh, yeah,
Duress
yeah.
or Transgress the Mind.
That'll be very
Yeah, both these
useful.
cards are really, really good against Perrin. Transgress the Mind exiles Ulamog, which is very relevant.
Oh,
And
yes.
and Duress, and you can always time your Duress in a way that you hit a counter spell and then you resolve your spell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is
Well,
one of the classic tricks in the book, when my opponent keeps up mana, you tap one
like-
mana and point a Duress at him, and then
Are
he's
you gonna
like,
counter this?
Yeah.
Really. If you're gonna counter this, I just baited out one counter spell for like
Precisely,
one
precisely.
Mana spell. So yeah.
okay, so
we'll
parents
see
on
how
the
they
play
go.
this turn, which is an advantage because he's playing cards like Clash of Wills,
Yeah.
and Spell Shrivel.
These decks, the mono blue decks, that play Clash of Wills, you definitely want to sideboard it out when you're on the draw.
Especially against a fast deck, but in this matchup, I'm not sideboarding any of them out
Really?
because
You
it's a
gonna keep
slow
them?
because it's a slow matchup.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna keep in all my counter spells.
Yeah. You're waiting for Peter to drop his like turn 3 or turn 4. What's his name? Tyler's Tracker.
Like maybe you can sideboard out 1 or 2 spell shrivels for the roast in case some of the creatures slip past your counter magic. Yeah, but in general, I think counter spells are pretty good against Peter.
Okay, so parent here looking for more lands, but in fact the 3 cards that he saw off the anticipate were all lands.
Okay, that's why he made a decision so
It's
fast.
Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna take the land that produces 2 mana. So it just passes back the turn.
You see, so at this point you can see that Spell Shrivel is really good because it has like no pressure.
Okay, so
And
these,
yeah, you see, Shrivel is better against removal because you can actually stop triggered abilities. But Parent thinks it's not a problem and lets it slide.
Yeah. Just looking for that one extra land.
I mean, it's just one
Scrolling
card,
through.
right? In the
Yeah.
grand scheme of things.
And just passes back the turn. He's still got the Spell Shrivel mana up, but
Well, he
he's
does
looking
have to
for-
deal with Nissa before she transforms.
Yeah, otherwise it's going to be a little hard. But he does have Kozilek's Return, which means that he can probably just get rid of the Nissa, quite handily. But let's see.
Actually, I might bought a couple of Kozilek's Return out.
Oh yeah, it's not as effective here.
Correct? Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
what do they have? Hissing Quagmire, Tyler's Tracker is.
And on
I'm-
top of that, no, you're fighting against a Sylvan Advocate, which
Yes.
has 5 toughness. So a little
It's
hard
fair
for you
to it's fair
pull
to
off.
keep 1 or 2 though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still,
And Parent probably doesn't have a removal at this point.
holy crap.
Because
Parents
if-
got so much lands.
If he had a removal spell, he would probably have killed the Nissa already.
Yeah, at end step.
I mean, if you don't kill it now, you have to kill it later, right?
And
Okay, so
Jace
that's
gonna
Jace. Oh dear. Do you really want to bounce Nissa?
No, it's just +1.
Okay.
+1 scry.
Okay,
get
that's
to draw.
decent. That's decent.
Yeah, Parent right now just flooding out. He's got
Do you
another
think-
3 lands.
Do you think
in hand.
Parent drew the Jace? Because
I
if he didn't draw the Jace, he would. If the Jace was in his hand, he might have just
Oh.
countered the Nissa to relieve the pressure.
Yeah,
Maybe, yeah. I'm not sure.
yeah.
Okay, but anyway, the Jace is dead.
Yeah, it's supposed
Anguish
to be
Unmaking.
exiled.
Yep.
I'll go and correct that if it ever comes
No,
up.
no worries. I don't think Blue-Red has any way to pick up cards from the graveyard, and I don't think he has any Delirium in his deck. Emraku's not here yet, so it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
relevant now. Yeah. But hey,
I'm waiting,
Emraku might be a good fit in this deck.
The
The-
Parents deck?
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, you have Planeswalkers, you have instant sorceries, you have some creatures
you
here
have
and there.
some, you have artifacts as well.
Anticipate, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, you can put a land.
And it only
probably
costs
put
8
a
mana
land.
and not 10. Like if you get
Yeah.
but if it costs a range of 8, 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can't. Can you pull it off? No, you don't have enchantments in the deck.
Mhm.
So you can go, 7.
Probably something
7
like
or 8 mana,
Clash of Wills, and then Spatial Contortion, Roast, and then crack a
Crack
land.
the.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so it will cost maybe like 9 to 10 mana, which is a lot cheaper than so
Okay.
he fires off a Kozilek's Return and step.
Yep.
Gets rid of the Nisa. But yeah,
But he has
costing
to,
at 9 or
right?
10, yeah. It's not so
So
bad.
Parent did keep in a couple of Kozilek's Returns. And will the follow up be Drowner of Hope?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think it would be safe to just cast your Drowner of Hope right here. Even if Peter just casts his
6.
3, 4, 5, 6, yeah,
Yep.
Drowner of Hope. Even if he casts the Halo Moonlight, it just prevents the tokens from hitting the battlefield. But you have to deal with a 5/5, man. That's big. That's not small. So yeah, does just that. Parent probably not gonna flash back his.
I might not keep in the Hallowed Moonlight.
For this deck.
Yeah,
This deck?
because you really want the Hallowed Moonlight against cards like Secure the Waves, and you don't really Collected Company, but
It's not gonna be.
you don't really want to
You're
keep in Hallowed Moonlight to keep away 2 Scions. I'm sure there are better cards in the sideboard that he can replace them with.
Oh, like a Saurian?
Okay, so Sorin's probably gonna die because it's gonna shoot down
Spell
Drowner.
Shrivel.
That's
yeah.
yeah.
Sheesh. It's gonna be met with a Spell Shrivel instead.
Okay. So the clock's really fast right now.
Yeah, the 7 damage a turn.
There's also a Fomaro.
Was there? Oh man.
Yeah.
that's
So this is
what,
actually a
11
two
damage,
turn
you said?
clock. Yeah.
Okay, so
So
let's see whether Parent decides to go that way.
no, he-
No, but instead it just shoots him for 8 damage. Sorry, 7 damage. Which leaves his opponent at 8 life. But what else does he have? Is he going to cast the Ulamog this turn? Okay,
mhm.
yeah, he's going to cast the Ulamog this turn. Get rid
Alright.
of that.
I'll probably go for the white mana right now because there are cards such as Anguish Unmaking and Declaration
yeah,
in
okay.
Stone.
So both white sources. go
Yeah.
down. Ah.
I mean the white cards are the ones that can exile permanents, right?
Yeah. That's
Mm.
right.
Okay, so
and
we're
that's
tied
it.
at 1 apiece.
Are they one apiece?
Yep.
Oh, Parent didn't win the last round?
Payone
First
lost the
round?
first round.
Oh, yeah,
that's why he's on the
that's why he's
playlist.
on the play,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, close match. Well, sort of close. I think the fact that Parent got to go first, like he had the advantage the entire time. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts sideboarding again, but yeah, like you said, well, it's possible to keep in some Clash of Wills. Might be useful, in this matchup. You're not going to see like.
I really don't like Spell Shrivel on the draw, but perhaps he has nothing else to bring in at this point. Because
yeah,
I
you
don't see him.
have,
I don't
like,
see him
negates
sideboarding any
and-
cards.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe negates. Negates would help against some removal or even an Anguish Unmaking on his Planeswalkers.
Negate's fine. Negate's fine. It stops Sorin.
Yeah, it does help. Yeah, it gets rid of those pesky Planeswalkers. But nothing much else. Declaration in Stone possibly, but yeah, he's just got to be. He's got to be aware of that. So
Well, Declaration in Stone is a really good sideboard card in Standard right now because it kills all the tokens that green-white tokens can produce.
oh yeah,
And also, it's good against Ulamog, so that's like kind of convenient splash damage. I also think that it's pretty good against White Weenie and Ban Coco because you don't care about giving them cards.
right. They're not going to.
Yeah, I mean, even if they're drawing cards, they're drawing small creatures,
Mhm.
and you have a lot of value in terms of Tyler's Tracker, Sorin. So I think there's a chance that Peter's deck might have Declaration in Stone.
Okay.
I mean, he's a Abzan brew, right? With
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
good
it's
all the good stuff, yeah.
The good stuff. Up
Yeah.
there.
But we'll see. I haven't seen it yet. I'm just
maybe a
I'm
dark
just guessing.
Yeah, maybe a dark petition in his deck. Seasons pass. That'll be fun.
Really?
No, I don't think so. Although
I've
you can get back your Sylvan Advocate, your Tyler's Trackers, then Protectors. And
I've actually seen Abzan Seasons Pass list. It was at GP Costa Rica. It was
but that's more of
piloted
a
by
control, right?
Yeah, it was like a control deck. But it had the similar components. It was piloted by Alexander Hain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it has like Omnix List, Sorin, Seasons Pass, a couple of Dark Petitions,
yeah.
and then of course Hissing Quagmire, Sylvan Advocate, Stylus Trackers, and Nissa Vastwood Seer. And the white splash is actually for Anguish Unmaking
Only for English or
and Sorin.
Oh, sorry.
Because
yeah, okay.
that gives you a very versatile removal spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
and also helps you gain some
correct.
life.
So what Peter is playing, it's very similar to what I saw in Alexander Hain's deck.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's running,
But we haven't seen anything like we haven't seen any other cards yet, like Dark Petition or Seasons Past.
maybe there's a maybe there's a Siege Rhino in there somewhere.
Oh, that would be exciting.
Hey, Judge. But yeah, it's just plain Abzan good stuff deck. I think I've seen Peter play this deck before, and does pretty well. Good mid-range deck. Chews out. Well, I won't say he chews out control decks, but yeah, it manages to keep them on their toes. All right, so players are done shuffling up, and let's see if they have to mulligan. Let's hope not. 7 cards, and Perrin looks like he's got a very land-heavy hand. 4 lands, Hedron Archive, and Kozilek's Return, and a Spell Shrivel, but he chooses to keep apparently. Just to draw and passes the turn.
That's fine. He probably knows that the matchup is a little slower.
Yeah,
so
he's got time to.
Okay, there comes the duress.
Alright, so Duress gonna see that Perrin has. Oh, okay. So he's got Spatial Contortion, Spell Shrivel.
Oh, it's a really good
and
hand
Archive.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he kept his hand so quickly. But he still needs to draw some gas, yeah.
He's got removal. He's got
Counterspell.
removal, counterspell. Just doesn't have to worry too much. But probably gonna see a Spell Shrivel disappear. Yep, and here just gonna drop colorless land and pass the turn. Also, cause you can charge it. Yeah, charge.
Right now, one of the better plays would be Nissa because you already plucked out the counterspell.
You just drew.
But you drew
Anticipate.
Anticipate.
Of course,
Okay.
why not? So
Seems
here
like a nice card to draw at this point.
Here, just to curve out. Probably going to drop. Yeah, just drop one of your tap lands and just pass the turn. Oh, but he's got Kozilek's Return in hand already. Right.
I really don't like the Kozilek's Return. I feel like most of the time it kills nothing.
In this matchup, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And also, with all the hand disruption, your opponent knows that it's coming. He's not going to walk into it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I think one of the better plays here would be to take the Ulamog.
Yeah.
Because it seems like he's dangerously close to like 8 or 10 mana already.
Well, you could take away the Hedron Archive, which
No, the problem
represents
problem
cards
is
as well.
that if you don't take away Ulamog, you have inevitability. That means
Yeah,
you will lose to it at some point.
Perrin will just
Yes.
drop lands
I mean, even
and
if
charge up the
that's
mainstream
right.
network, right?
So Transgress is one of the best solutions to clear out Ulamog, you know.
Okay, so Perrin just gonna pass the turn here.
Okay, this
got the
Omnix
Spell
list.
Shrivel,
Oh,
and-
okay, Tamiyo's
Tamiyo's
Journal. Oh my god, I duress away Spell Shrivel and he draws back Spell Shrivel. Oh,
Spell Shrivel, why?
that card would have been so good in this matchup because you can like just get an endless wave of cards, and then when you
Yeah.
have enough, you can actually tutor for the card you want. So
I played it in limited. I played it in a draft limited before. Man, to
Oh, that
be
card
able
is
to
sick.
tutor, yeah. Like dark, just tutor for anything in your deck. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
I once tilted for Burn from Within.
Just the end of the game.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, there comes the Hedron Archive.
And
So you see, with the spawning pool and the Hedron Archive, he would have enough mana within a couple of turns. So taking away Ulamog was definitely the best choice.
Plus he's got a shrine in hand, so that's another 2 mana.
Yeah.
So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So in general, the blue-red Ulamog deck doesn't really have a problem with mana unless you get unfortunate and get land screwed.
Yeah, or you just keep drawing all your islands, which is, well, that happens sometimes, I guess.
I think most of the time is about whether you draw the Ulamog or not.
Yeah.
Most of the times we were like, hey, does he have the Ulamog? But we never asked, hey, does he have 10
Does
mana?
he have 10 mana?
Yeah,
right?
you get what I mean,
he's
right?
always got 10 mana.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the tracker with no clue. And I don't know
Oh, okay.
why would and parents probably gonna kill it right away before it gets a
Uh,
chance to grow bigger.
Right. Here we see
Yep.
Kozak's return.
Of course.
Gets
So it
rid
still
of
has
it.
an anticipate.
Still got mana 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5
I would actually
mana,
anticipate on the
6.
main turn right there.
So you can get a land. No, he dropped the land already. He
No,
dropped
I
the,
mean just
shrine.
okay. Probably
Okay.
probably doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Then
can get back his stylus tracker, but
Then protector. So
they're gonna use that extra mana.
why
and
didn't he anticipate first?
Good point.
If
yeah.
he anticipated first, he could have countered that with like a spell shrivel that he drew. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a Clash of Wills that ended up in his hand, which would have been 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it would have been enough because he's
Yeah,
charging
no.
up the Mage Ring network.
Correct.
Okay, but never mind.
Oh,
He
wondering
probably thinks he's got this.
Yeah, but he needs to draw.
Something. Oh dear, he doesn't have anything.
Yeah, he needs to draw something good.
Okay, letting Dam Protector resolve is one of the worst things that can happen to you.
No, but the Dam Protector is going to take back something, which is not going to, that's not going to resolve because he's
Transgress? Why would you take Transgress?
Interesting. Spatial Contortion going to kill the Dam Protector after seeing this.
Transgress is a really bad card to take right now because if your opponent has Ulamog, he would have dropped it by now.
Would he? 1, 2,
I mean,
3, 4, 5,
doesn't he?
6, 7. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you would have. Man, you would have blasted off the Ulamog
So
last turn.
I would have taken Tyler's Tracker
and
and hope to draw a land to keep my engine going.
yeah.
I mean, you're out of steam, right?
Yeah.
Okay, at this point, both players are out of steam.
Yeah, the only thing that you lose to, well, he did have the land, but the only thing you lose to probably is counter spell, which Parent did have, but the Transgressor Mind not doing anything there, so should have just taken back the.
So to those of you watching, I don't think it's really good to take back Transgress the Mind at like turn 10. When your opponent's out of cards and.
Hey, Parent knows how to crack.
Oh, that's the first time we've actually seen it cracked.
Well, the previous game like once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, second time.
Second time.
Parent did the desperation.
Yep.
Crack. Yeah, draw
Okay,
a
so
card,
that's another
of
one.
course, and draw into another one, and passes the turn. Those are 2 shrines, right? Yeah. So
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 4 on this. 9, 13, 15. 15 mana. Can cast Ulamog again. Sorry, Emrakul again. Not gonna see anything. And this is painful to watch, man. Yeah.
So this is why duress is sometimes better. Yeah.
Yeah, but Transgress the Mind, gets.
Oh, Transgress the Mind is good before
get the
before
big
10
stuff.
mana,
Yeah.
But after that, it's just bad. Because at any point when Parent top decks Ulamog is gonna
Just
just
gonna cast it, yeah. Just slam it on the table.
yeah. Okay, so still digging furiously for business.
Another 2 cards. He still doesn't see it.
Okay,
Come
charge. Mage Free goes out to 5 mana.
on. He can just cast it off the mainstream network that spawning bait
drew
and
Chandra. He can cash in his whole hand for good cards. Okay, so one of the
okay,
things
yeah.
about this deck is that you don't want to lay all the lands you don't need because you
Yeah.
play Chandra.
Sometimes players forget that, yeah.
I have once seen somebody dying because he was flooded. I think it was Pascal Maynard. I'm not sure.
He
He
just
had
kept all the
he had
lands in
like 5 lands in hand, and then he top decked Chandra and swapped it out for a new hand. Yeah, so this is one of the things to remember. You don't ever need more than 10 mana in this deck usually.
Yeah.
So just keep in mind.
Players sometimes forget that you can there is actually that mode of Chandra.
Okay, so that's 4 lands tapping to cast the Ulamog.
Jeez. 4 lands only. It's gonna get rid of his Hissing Quagmire and the White Sauce.
Okay.
Gonna tap it for mana. Pass the turn is
Probably
Peter gonna
Anguish
do
Unmaking.
something? Yeah. Oh no. Okay.
Oh, to the slaughter.
Oh.
Nice.
Right. The Clash of Wills. Yeah, but Peter knew that the Clash of Wills was resting in Perrin's hand.
Yeah.
So,
He probably has another follow-up, you see.
let's see.
Let's see if he does.
Come on.
Oh no, he doesn't have Anguish Unmaking. Because if he had Anguish Unmaking, he would
He
use
just
the
fight
white.
it off,
He would
yeah.
have used the white mana to cast Anguish Unmaking, untap, and then use slaughter to the slaughter.
Yeah, exactly.
So he doesn't have it.
No.
Okay, I
so
think that's probably GG, man.
it's two swings from Ulamog here to end the game. Even
Well,
if
he
you
can
take the 10 damage,
chump, but there's a lot of cards gone from his library.
exactly, 20 cards, and they've been filtering out the library quite a lot. So no, not gonna get there. Let's see. Weirder things have happened. Unfortunately, Nisa not able to find you a white sauce even if you've got the Anguish Unmaking in hand. Let's see. Does Nisa die here? No. Yeah, 20 cards is more important than the chump blocking, because that's a lot. You can see Peter's deck, like, not much left. His exile power is probably thicker than his deck right now. Alright. Perrin choosing, is he going to play the Chandra? Yes, he is. 1, 2, 3. Chandra's going to hit the battlefield. Use the 0 ability. Yeah, okay, so he remembers that there's actually a second ability on Chandra.
Hey, that ability is really good.
Yeah, I know. People tend to forget that you can actually do that. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any red mana, but he's still got the Spell Shrivel up. And comes out the handshake. Game.
As expected, Ulamog turns out to be the MVP of the match because the games are going so long.
I wonder. But yeah, you've been watching the SCG Game Night here at Grey Ogre Games, powered by the Power 9 Podcast. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside Chapman Sim. We just watched round 2 between Peter and Perrin. Perrin takes the game, and we'll go to round 3 soon. What?
Is that a conflagrate?
Is that a conflict? No,
Probably bought
it. Fiery Impulse, right?
It's a conflagrate he bought for his modern deck. Yeah.
Oh, hey, man. Otherwise, we need to call a judge.
No man, I wouldn't want to.
A different sleeve.
I wouldn't want to play that card in standard. It's so bad.
All right, we're gonna go to round 3 soon. We got about 15 minutes left in the round. But before we go, just like to remind you that if you like what you watch or hear, you can tune in on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays for standard, modern, and vintage, respectively. And sometimes on the weekends, we also do broadcasts. So tune in to our Facebook page. Just follow. All the links are in the description below. And finally, if you don't listen to the Power 9 podcast, please do. Just pay our partners a little visit. They're the ones who keep this shebang running. All right, we are going for a short break, but don't go away. We'll be back with round 3. I'll put you up with a short replay. Just don't go away.
And sit down.